Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain Caveman!
Dennis.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
How's it going, boys? How are we feeling?
Going.
Thank you for coming out. I know it's late. It's like 10:20 Eastern Standard Time. You're a local guy, right?
Yep. I'm out of Rochester.
Yeah, so we're all in the same time zone.
Empire.
At least. Yeah, Empire. Oh, yeah. Oh, how can I forget you're like Nick Walker's teammate? Oh my God.
Yeah.
And Dennis.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dennis.
I
How's
can't
it
say
training
the
with
best
Dennis, man? That guy's awesome.
I love Dennis. I've gone to his church before. I've seen him preach. Awesome, dude.
Yeah, we had him on the podcast. It was such a great story. Watching him win, it was one of the great things about calling the fights is I get to go in there and interview him after. There's a lot of pressure to like, oh, come on, let's get this show on the road. Like, don't talk to the guy. But I wanted to make sure that his story got out there, dude. It was it's important to me that we do good things for you guys.
For sure. I like the interviews. They're cool. They're kind of nerve-wracking. I think sometimes I think a little bit more about the interview after the fight than the fight. I'm like, man, that's more nerve-wracking than actually going in there and fighting.
I don't know if I'd ever say that. I've seen your opponent, man, Tyreek, when he's got that one picture where he's staring at the ref's eyes, where his eyes are all bugged out, man. That man scares me. Like I close my eyes and I see like someone like that robbing me, man. Like that is not someone I ever want to mess with.
Well, luckily, it doesn't bother me.
Well, you look like
Hey,
a pretty
Isaac.
fucking giant guy too.
I mean, I'm a little bit short. I'm definitely shorter than he is. I'm only like 6'3", 6'4". He's
Oh,
what,
wow.
6'6"?
Yeah, he's really tall. And like when you hold pads from him, dude, like I've trained over at their gym quite a bit. I'm friends with the promoter Keith, and obviously, I'm not telling any secrets that when he kicks really hard, you know. Like, but I'm a
Yeah.
little guy, so everyone kicks me hard. Like Ray kicks me hard too. Well, not really. Ray doesn't kick that hard. He's kind of a little bitch.
I used
I'm just kidding. Ray's not a bitch because he's gonna have a leg kick contest with Skylar. So I'm just trying to like make Skylar think he's gonna win.
I'll get in on that leg kick contest.
I would love to see you kick a 7'6" guy in the leg.
Oh, yeah, I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Hey, Isaac, how many fights you had?
I'm 3-1. We got the same record, actually. My last fight just popped up. It was 7 years ago.
Oh,
You haven't fought in 7 years?
I have not fought in 7 years.
What have you been doing all that time? How old are you? You look like you're like 28.
27.
Man.
I came out and I never stopped training. I had a couple of injuries held me back, then COVID, then I moved. It was just like a lot of things. I never stopped training. Like I've done jiu-jitsu tournaments and stuff. I just haven't got back in the cage.
Is it hard getting a fight? I mean, you're a big guy. There's a lot of big guys, but you look like a big scary guy. Most of the big guys are a little bit rounder than you appear to be. Is it hard to get fights at your weight?
It definitely is. It's always that's like the most stressful part is hoping my opponent shows up. I've literally had fights where I weigh in, the guy weighs in, the next day I show up and he just didn't show up. No call.
sound like a 7'6" guy.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they get mat herpes a lot. Their mats aren't very clean.
That's gross. I don't want to fight any of them.
I believe you'll be fighting in the cage after them, so hopefully they disinfect it after.
Oh. It's all right. I'll bring my defense soap.
Do you have a sponsor defense soap? That was a good plug if you do.
Oh, no, I don't.
Hopefully
I
you do
mean,
now. I'll try and cut that up.
They're watching. Yeah, it's like
I'll
if
try
they're
and cut-
watching.
Yeah, I'll try and cut it up and play it for you. Try my defense soap. Works on heavyweights.
I'll see if my coach has a sponsor for it. I know we sell it at the gym, so.
Yeah. They're like one wash per bar if you're a heavyweight. Lightweights get multiple uses.
See, I can't use the bar. I get the gel. Bar soap skews me out. Something about rubbing the same piece of soap on your body over and over and over again. Just seems gross to me.
So you guys both come from very good schools. Buma's like an amazing school, one of the best in Buffalo, and then Empire's obviously maybe the best in Rochester, probably the best in Rochester. Who we kidding? Like definitely the best in Rochester. So How do you see this fight playing out? Two really good coached athletes, similar records.
I mean, it depends on how he wants it to play out. If he wants to get knocked out, we can stay on the feet, and if he wants me to submit him, we can play on the ground. But I mean, it all depends on. I'm a very go with the flow fighter. It's like I'm not going to force anything, but so I'm just going to be patient and see what he wants to do.
This is an
How many-
MMA fight?
Huh? Yes, it's an MMA fight.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it was for some reason. I thought it was a kickboxing fight.
Because you are thinking of the other heavyweight fight.
Oh, yeah.
You're thinking of the title fight. Ray's
the
so confused. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's trying to.
Yeah, I'm confused tonight. I'm sorry.
We've been trying to plug all these interviews. So, man, I have a very limited schedule. I have like Wednesday night and Saturday and Sunday night. So, like, it's hard to fit all you guys in. And I appreciate you coming on at this late time. We wanted to make sure that we got some heavyweight representation, and we're really glad that you jumped on.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. How do you think you're going to be able to deal with his reach? You said he's probably going to be quite a bit taller than you. He's definitely very long.
So I'm lucky enough to have another heavyweight sparring partner who is about his size. So he had a lot of work with that long reach. And at my former school, my old coach was 6'7". So I have like a lot of experience with dealing with reach and getting it on the inside. And even though I'm tall and long myself, I have no problem fighting on the inside.
And you've already spoke that you've done jiu-jitsu terms. What belt are you?
I actually don't have a belt in jiu-jitsu currently because no, at my old school we just did no-gi jiu-jitsu. There was no ranks. And then I just recently came to Empire in the last year, so I haven't acquired a belt from them yet.
Nice.
I haven't been promoted. So I don't have a belt. It's more fun that way.
Is Tyreek a white belt or a blue belt? I don't really remember. I think he's.
I believe he's a blue belt.
Yeah, I think he's a blue belt too. He really worked. He had some trouble on the floor in one of his fights, and really concentrated on his grappling to kind of shore up that deficit.
Was it the one where they were both just rolling around the floor?
Yeah, I would not say that about a big gentleman, but yes, it would be that fight.
Except here's the thing: I roll with big gentlemen all the time.
Yeah, I honestly don't, because they can hurt me very badly, even though I'm a black belt, and then to just be like, and I'd be squashed, and then my day will be very shitty. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep making fun of your weight. Like, you're just a scary guy, man. Like, I'm intimidated. I don't know what to say.
I'm used to it. Actually, I'm currently like the lightest I've been in about 7 years. So I really turned it on for this camp to get my weight down, get back into actual fighting shape.
Do you think after 7 years in a cage, you're gonna have a little bit of ring rust, or do you think that's not really a thing?
I think in the first few, maybe the first minute or so, that'll be the adjustment. It's always so quiet. That's what throws me off. It's so quiet in the cage. Just like, it's not like in the gym when you're sparring where there's music and stuff going on around you. It's just you and the other person, and that's it. And the crowd might be loud, but it's just like deafening silence.
Well, you're sicko. I hear everyone in the crowd when I'm in there. I'm all excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm listening to people talk. Like, I hear all the conversations. I love it. That's my favorite part about being in there. Like, you can hear people like rooting for you and against you. Like, I love that part. To me personally, that's the best part for me.
In my third fight, you can actually hear it in the video. Some dude from the guy's crowd, he says, "Come on, Mike, break his nose like you said you were gonna." This dude, it was the other dude, and I smiled, nodded, and then knocked him out right after that.
I think the coolest thing that ever happened to me when I was fighting is I was fighting and I got taken down right next to the broadcast booth, and they're like, "Oh, he's clearly not having a hard time with him on the ground." I looked over, I am not having a hard time with this man on the ground. It was so
like,
funny.
"No, this is
like
a cakewalk.
John
What are you
Jones
talking
too.
about?"
Yeah, keep talking about me. I'm gonna talk some shit about you guys when you're around, but we'll be far away. You won't hear us. We're usually back on the walkway.
No, K-Man, we're gonna be by the cage.
Are we by the cage? Hell
I think
yeah.
so. Well, they're gonna
just
be
found-
outside now, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found that out. Not psyched. I hate fighting outside.
It wasn't bad when I fought.
Ray
It's
fought
like
the same
another.
venue outside, like 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago,
7.
7 years ago. I'm sorry.
It's like you just can't predict the humidity and stuff.
Probably depends on the canvas too. Like if it's canvas or if it's that like plastic coating. I think it'll I don't know. I don't know what the flooring is gonna be either. I didn't know it was outside till just now actually.
Yeah, when I fought
I
out there, it wasn't bad. I was co-main event too that night, and the match there was some slippery at all.
It's really
Playing at the
undercover too. It's on the ice rink, right? Is that where they're setting it up?
yeah,
Yep.
it's outside of
Yeah.
the ice rink.
Oh man, it's such a beautiful skyline for the when you win too. Like when I interview you in there or I interview your opponent in there, the pictures that are against the skyline will be like something you use in your profile forever. Like it's so beautiful.
Yeah, the backdrop is really nice.
Yes.
And I can't wait. Like I'll be like looking up at you and I'll look all little when I'm interviewing you. It'll be like one of the coolest pictures ever.
I'll take a knee for you if you want.
Yes, I would love that. I'll be like triple C.
Hey, K-Man,
Take a
I was
knee.
gonna tell you to step on the telephone book.
I'll
Bring
step on
on.
one of the ring girls. I asked them to bend down and stand on the ring girls.
Oh,
I'm sorry, ring
man.
girls.
I'll just let you borrow. I'll let you borrow my stool.
Okay, that sounds good. Maybe Dennis can hold me up on his shoulder so I can put the mic in your face.
That would be great.
Who's gonna be cornering you for your fight?
Me. So it'll be Coach Chris and Coach Wally.
Nice. So got a good solid crew there. You got so many guys on the card. Have you fought on a card where you have a lot of teammates fighting yet?
I think the most I ever had on one card was like 3. So this will be the most teammates I've had on one card.
Do you
We had
do
a
you
lot.
think that's I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, I was just gonna say my last team was a lot smaller.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you think watching your teammates win or lose is going to affect your mental prep for your fight because like when you have a team that's rolling, man, it can feel really great. You've got a team that taking some tough losses or get some bad decisions. Like sometimes that can get to a fighter mentally. I was just wondering if you have any way to combat that, or if you're mentally prepared for that, or
So the wins definitely, I could definitely see the rolls builds the momentum, but the losses. I don't think it like affects me that much in that way. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh man, my teammate lost, and now what if I lose? You can't let yourself get into that because, like, I mean, I wrestled in high school and everything, and so it's like in that wrestling gives you a huge advantage in like MMA and jiu-jitsu and all that, just because you get used to the competition, you get used to seeing your teammates lose.
yeah, for sure. I think the only part of that is when you're losing decisions that you think you should have won. When your coaches come back and like, man, the judges are against us tonight. Sometimes that can really
That's
get in your head and it makes you really try for a finish when you know you should have just probably not tried for a finish. Makes for exciting fights sometimes too, though.
I don't ever want to leave anything to the judges again. Only fight I lost was the only one I left to the judges.
Feel like you lost that fight or won the fight?
Lost. I lost when I
No.
left it to the judges.
How did you feel though inside? Did you feel like you won it or did you feel like you lost it?
Um, Obviously in the moment I felt like I won. I don't think you'll ever, for the most part, like a lot of fighters, any split decision they're gonna feel like they won. They're gonna have some reason why the judges cheated them. But I've watched the fight before and I was more inactive. I didn't train for the fight the way I should have. And it was a 5-round title fight, and after the 3rd round, I was spent. And so the last 2 rounds was just classic heavyweight shit. I would just press him up against the cage and hold him there because I couldn't fucking breathe.
I hear that. I've seen guys come out of even the K4 cage lose 50 to 45 and be like, man, I really thought I won that. What are the judges seeing? I was like, it was 50-45, all three judges. I think at least maybe you're the one seeing something wrong. But
Right.
like usually you can tell if you won or lost. I've had fights where like I knew I lost and I was like, oh man, I can't believe I won that one. And I have fights where I won. And
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I was like, I've done the other way. I had fights where I lost. I felt like I won. I've definitely had fights where like, man, I don't think I was that good tonight, and I can't believe they picked me to win this fight. Like, it can go either way. The judges, like, it's very difficult. It's a very difficult job
Right. Just don't leave it to the judges.
for sure.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
that's an
the
exciting
best way
thing
to
for
do it.
a heavyweight to say. Uh, I honestly haven't done my film study yet on this fight. What kind of striking style do you have?
Um, so I've been working a lot. This school is very heavy in the Muay Thai, so I've been working a lot of Muay Thai style striking. But my base is in more of like an American freestyle kickboxing.
Hmm.
So I probably lean a little bit more towards the kickboxing background.
Nice. And then you obviously wrestled, so you're ready to change levels and fight off takedowns and get your own takedowns. Since he's considerably taller, do you think you're gonna work for a takedown? You should have like a hip advantage on him being so much shorter.
Oh, if it it'll all depend. If I would love to just sit on the outside and just pepper him with shots and just throw the hands. But if he's gonna let me just slam him against the cage, I'll have no problem getting underneath and taking him for a ride.
I like the sound of it. It's so loud when you guys pick each other up and slam each other. It's so like when the 45ers pick each other up and slam somebody, it's loud. When you guys do it, the whole cage shakes and the crowd's like, ooh. It's one of the best moments in MMA when you get a big slam for the heavyweight division.
Hey,
My original match.
Caveman, you think Keith got warranty on the cage still?
Well, this is the second fight in the cage, so I don't know how many fights they warranty you for. I think it'd probably be like 3 months and you're done. Like, so Keith should have put this fight on a little bit a while ago. Have you ever gone out the cage door yet?
No, I've never gone out of cage
I
tour.
mean, the bolts are really only like 5/8 bolts to hold you guys in. I'm not sure what the shearing force is on one of those bolts, but it's probably about 600 pounds.
Have you ever seen that happen?
I have seen it happen a number of times actually.
Jesus. All right.
Never a
Well, aim.
K4. K4 has never had an incident because they have a good solid cage. I actually seen it happen in UFC. Keith Hackney got pushed out of the cage when he fought Emmanuel Yarbrough.
Oh yeah.
And then I've seen it happen to Keith's brother actually. Got pushed out of a cage door, fell on the stairs, fell on the concrete, and they ended up calling the fight a no contest too. So it definitely happens.
Jesus. All right. I'll stay away from the door.
I honestly think
Keep
in
it.
both those cases they didn't put the pin in the door, but I mean that can happen too.
Well, that's a lot different. If you forget to put the pin in the door.
Just trying to fuck with you, man. You know, that's what we do.
I heard it when you guys had Nick Walker on, making the jokes about the insurance on the cage. I was like, everybody got jokes about the heavyweight.
Yeah, we all got jokes, man. But I mean, that's the thing is like you beat us up, so that's all we can do is make jokes. We can't really like take you out. Like it's our beta
you,
male coming out. Like we just gotta
you
like
know what it
rep
is,
you.
Isaac, man? They jealous because you could eat. They got cut weight. You know.
You know, I've been cutting, been dieting, been doing all of it.
You know it's bad when a heavyweight's gotta cut weight. Like that's not good. These are big guys.
Big guys, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
what are you looking to do after this fight? Are you looking to continue to fight? Are you looking to make a career out of it? You're gonna try and turn pro? What's your motivation to fight?
So I've always competed at like martial arts. I started my dad's a black belt in judo, so I started doing judo when I was like 10 years old, and then that transitioned into wrestling, and once I graduated from high school, that just transitioned into MMA. So
Are,
I've just kind of something I've always done,
are we gonna
and
see a judo drill?
possibly.
That would be so loud. If the cage breaks, You're gonna definitely get the $100 caveman's corner fight of the night. If you break the cage, for sure, we're giving you $100.
With a judo throw.
We'll see. We'll see what we can do.
With
do
anything,
it.
anything.
With
Doesn't matter.
anything, yeah.
Yeah.
With anything.
I'm definitely down for $100, man.
Well, hey, hopefully, we get a little bit extra funding, and we'll give away. We like to give away $100 to the fight of the night, and then $50 to the loser of the fight of the night, and then I'd like to give away
Huh.
$100 to submission and a knockout of the night. So hopefully we can we get some more money coming up with it. It's been discussed. I'm gonna message Ed, and hopefully we can do it. And we'll have two sponsors: be Caveman's Corner, and I forgot his company's name. Jesus Christ! But I'm gonna get with Ed and see if we can get it done. And then I'm gonna talk with Keith and try and award it at right there in cash, like in the cage. So I
Nice.
think that'd be super cool.
That'd be, yeah.
Now, the only thing is that allowed for amateurs.
You'd be sponsored by us, but it's not nothing to do with
Okay,
K4. So
all right.
Caveman's
Right,
Corner is
yeah.
a separate entity
Okay.
than
'Cause, like-
K4. So Caveman's Corner is owned by me and Ray. So it has nothing to do with Keith
Okay.
Grant or K4. We're employees of K4. So we're actually independent contractors of K4. So we're not even really employees. So we don't really
Right.
have anything to do with the promotion. So we can sponsor anyone we want.
Yeah. Wouldn't have the commission coming after somebody be like, you're a pro now. You got some
No,
money
it's
for
nothing
that
like that.
fight.
I mean, these guys got sponsors, like they get sponsors from Blau and like all the other stuff. Like we're easy sponsors, just win.
Yeah, Keith can't
Yeah.
pay the guys, right, K-Man? Keith
No, Keith can't do it at all.
fight.
There's nothing to do with
No,
K4.
no.
This is completely separate. So that's
Yeah.
why I don't think that we can. We probably can't do it in the cage, just because of that.
Right.
It looks bad for the commission and everything. But we'll be backstage like Dana White throwing $1 bills at you because that's how we got hundreds.
Make it rain.
Make it rain with $1 instead of $100.
Just get no.
That's
Just get rolls of quarters. Make it hail.
Throw pennies at you, dog.
Save going to donations. Don't get taxed. Yeah.
I don't think it's a gift. I don't think you get taxed on $100 gift, right?
You can tax anything.
You know what, K-Man? Let's not just say nothing. Just pass it along. That's all.
Okay.
It's like
So Ray's gonna give out
nobody's seen
a couple
nothing.
bumps instead.
Nobody got to know.
my whole
They
taxes.
do gotta know
fucked
because
up
this is
next
like our
year.
advertising budget. I'm writing it off as advertising in my taxes, so I need to advertise with it.
I'm sorry, K-Man. I'm so used to under the table money.
Oh.
Bro, I gotta get a lot of write-offs. I got a lot of money coming in from a lot of different spots. And I have no taxes coming out of any of it, so I need to defer some of that cost. Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough life we lead. Honestly, I kind of cut off your question. So, what are you looking to do after you win this fight? What's next for you?
Well, hopefully just roll right into another one. I would like to go pro at some point, but I don't want to jump the gun. But at the same time, I'm not 20 years old anymore. So we'll have to see if I get in there and I feel like there is no rust. It might be one or two more fights. If I get in there and I'm like, wow, I was not ready. I was not as prepared as I thought. Then it might be 5 or 6 more fights. And it also all depends on what my coaches say.
I like that you listen to your coaches too. That's a lot of these guys turn pro way before they're ready, and they don't listen to their coaches. They just do whatever they want to do. And like when you're amateur, like it doesn't really matter what happens. Once you turn pro, you get a loss. Like it's huge.
Right.
Like you have to be ready when you turn pro. And when you're pro, like you want to be that hungry lion chasing the fights. They're gonna offer you like fights that like, oh man, this guy's probably not gonna win. You gotta go in there and win those fights. Like
Right.
there's no more.
And you got to
losing.
win him with significant fashion. You can't just walk in there and scrape decisions.
Yeah, no, it's a different world. And man, hopefully we get to see you do that. And K4 is going all the way up through pros now. We got 2 pro fights on the card. So like,
Are they
great.
doing pro MMA or just Muay Thai?
Just pro Thai
Thai.
right now. When you go pro MMA, you have to bring in the New York State Athletic Commission, which has different fees, insurance raises. You have to have different kind of different regulations than you do for pro kickboxing. So the plan for K4 is to eventually go to pro MMA doing pro am cards, but they need bigger venues so they can make more money to
Right.
to offset the cost.
Yeah. It's expensive once you start paying all the fighters.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not. So
Well,
really, you think the fighters' fees is the highest one, but really the fees really come from the insurance, bringing the commission in, the extra licensing you have to do. There's a lot of
New
extra
York
money
State,
that the
New York State, period.
yeah, New
Yeah.
York State, the gate tax goes up with pro MMA fights. So like, there's a lot of different things that occur like that are you like regular people don't even understand, you know. So
So
it's
like
very
only
difficult.
like Bellator and UFC Core 4 that stuff, right, K man?
Yeah, PFL. Yeah, there's a lot. They're not the only ones, but it's very difficult to make a profit without added revenue streams. That's why we're adding the pay-per-view, and we're really trying to add revenue streams to K4 so we can put on bigger and better shows all the time. Keith sits up all night thinking about stuff, like for real. Like he's super into this, man.
I was at the last K4 show and I really, really liked this venue.
Oh, it's
This is
amazing.
definitely one of the nicest venues that I will have ever competed in.
And outside's even better, dude. Like when you go outside and you see that backdrop, you're gonna feel like you're in a whole different world. I've called fights for TNT outside. We haven't K4 hasn't done one outside yet. They've all been indoor. And that TNT fight was probably the most spectacular fight I've ever called in any venue. I've called outdoor fights. We've called fights all over, but it's the most spectacular view of any fight I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any sponsors that you want to thank?
No, I'm not there yet.
Oh my God, we gotta get this guy some sponsors. We need to get him some steak sponsors and some
You gotta see
potato
me. You gotta
sponsors.
see me. You gotta see me fight before you give me these sponsors. You don't
We
even
got
know
we
He's
what
a
you're
gotta get him.
heavyweight
selling.
dude.
Hey, caveman, we gotta get a restaurant to sponsor him.
Yeah.
A
A
pizzeria.
buffet.
A what?
A buffet. We gotta get you a buffet to sponsor you.
They don't even got
Caveman with
those
the heavyweight
anymore.
jokes.
Yeah. They never stop all day long. K4 Fighting is going to be August 5th. You can still get your tickets at buffaloriverworks.com/event/heatwave. Put in Isaac's last name for your promo code and he will get credit for the tickets. Or you can put in Caveman and I'll take credit for the tickets. But you should probably put Isaac's name in. I think that would help him more than me. Any shout outs you want to give out to any of your teammates that you've been really training with? Anyone coaching staff?
We give a shout out to the whole Empire team. Everybody, especially the guys fighting. It's going to be a great night.
I can't wait to see you guys. We got a couple big gyms fighting. We got Empire fighting. We got WNY MMA. We got Buma fighting. Those are all big schools that have a lot of fighters represented in the card. So, and we got the 765 losers. No, I mean 765 guys coming in. Southtown's MMA is
Hey,
represented.
caveman, I'd rather have Master Chunks Taekwondo than the 765 guys.
Dude, those Taekwondo guys are badass.
Yeah.
A boss from WNY is like a Taekwondo guy. I think you'll be surprised by Taekwondo guy.
Yeah, I was the Taekwondo guy.
Yeah.
Taekwondo's
He
cool.
doesn't suck like you.
What?
That's brutal.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. I sucked way worse than Ray. Ray was way better than me.
I used to be good though.
You used to be good. Like there's no doubt that when you were fighting, you were a true savage. Right now, you're just kind of a little bit out of shape, so it's easy to make fun of you because you can't really get me no more.
I'm just a dad now.
Yeah, when you were in shape, dude, you were a scary guy. Well, not that scary, but you were scary to regular people. I always made Ray scared. My cardio would always break him down. How's your conditioning?
Amazing. It's a Empire requirement
Yeah, I've
to
never,
actually like do conditioning.
I've never seen any of you guys look tired yet, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a guarantee. It's against the rules for us to get tired in a fight.
That's
y'all
probably
better
the
kick me out the
hardest fight
gym.
I've seen out of your guys on K4. Like and I don't think he looked tired at all. Like he was in a tough fight, and like he looked amazing. He never looked tired at all. He looked like fresh.
Who was that?
Uh, Dennis Oppenheim.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Dennis.
Dennis. Dennis looked
oh,
amazing.
oh yeah.
Nick Walker wasn't there long enough to get tired, dog.
Dennis is just an athlete in general. He's got a triathlon coming up.
Damn. Yeah, I saw that. He's so crazy. He's got a lot of stuff going on. The heavyweights are not
Yeah.
that small, eh, Ray? I think with what we know about what's going on with the fight, that you should definitely have a conditioning advantage as the later rounds come on in this fight.
For sure. He'll come out, push a solid pace, and see if he can keep up.
Yeah. I know you gotta get out of here, man. I appreciate you coming. He's gotta get up for work at 5 in the morning, dog.
Ooh, I'm sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah.
It's all right.
We appreciate you coming on fight week. I want to make sure that you get your rest. Yes, Ed Rogers, these heavyweights are pretty small, eh? And thank you for watching again, Ed. I'm gonna message you right after this show, and we'll talk about see if we can get you hooked up for helping us sponsor some of the fighters. Thank you for your time, Isaac.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on the show.
I appreciate what you're doing to make this fight go on, and we'll see you in the cage. And I'll have a lot to say when you walk out. So tell all your fans to listen to the pay-per-view if they're not coming to watch, and I will talk about what I can't talk about
Thank
right
you, Ed.
now, and
Yeah.
I'll tell what a stand-up guy you are and like how much we appreciate you at K4.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Isaac.
Yep.
Isaac's leaving the building.
See ya. Bye.
See ya. So Ed's on right now. Thank you so much, Ed. I'm gonna message you. Actually, I'll message you right now while we're talking, and try and set this up for the fighters. And then I would like to have it be like you sponsor the fighters too. Like that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm not so good at Facebook while I'm talking.
Ed Rogers is the man.
I'm messing right now. Sorry, this is the worst podcast ever because I was looking down texting. Oh, Jared, let's get some heavyweight for life. Jared is my heavyweight. That guy in the pinky choking me out. He is man. He's
When did you go get Caveman? When Jericho come in the cage and fight?
I think Jared should be coming to spar every week and get some training in and jump in the cage. No shoulders, a little bit old, but he's a little bit old.
You know what? I gotta get with Jared. I like Jared. I like rolling with Jared.
Yeah.
He's big guy, big strong guy.
I'm talking with Ed. Hi, Ed. Oh, Jared, where's my air conditioner? I'm just giving him shit about it. He's really doing me a huge favor, help me out. But I like to give him shit live. He makes my day. Dude, Jared is like, he's our, when you were in jail, did you ever have a guy that could get you anything? Or you probably were that guy. Oh, you didn't go to jail, did you?
Listen, I had people in the business. If I needed something, they get it for me.
Jared's that guy for me. Anything I ever need, he always hooks me up. And so I got a getter and I got a guy to get rid of the bodies, dude. I'm doing pretty well with my gym right now.
And don't forget, you need drugs, like home. So you know. I'm not saying no name, you know.
Can you give me some gear, Ray, so I look like you?
Oh man.
Yeah, it says he's down. So I'll work this out with him when we're not on air. But that's cool.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I didn't want to throw him under the bus or nothing. That's the man. I appreciate it. Fixer and the Wolf. Who's the Wolf? I don't know who the Wolf is. Maybe the Wolf is the one that eats the bodies, so maybe that's Mick. Mick is the guy that takes care of the bodies. Hopefully Mick's not like witness protection or something. I keep blowing up his gym. Been eating steak all night too. So he can be big and strong.
Big and strong.
Pulp Fiction. Oh! Duh. I'm sorry. I'm very excited for the fights tonight. Or not tonight. The fights on Saturday night. There's so many great fights. If
Oh
you
my
haven't
God.
got, what's that?
Oh no. I just damn.
If you haven't got your tickets yet, I believe the last day to get tickets for the fighters is probably going to be tomorrow. So if you're going to grab your tickets, make sure that you get them. It's K4 Fights August 5th. It's at buffaloriverworks.com/event/heatwave. When you buy your tickets, make sure you give the fighters credit for the ticket. So a promo code thing is going to be in the corner. You're going to click on that and then put in your fighter's last name, and then they will get credit for the tickets. If you're going to buy a ticket anyways, and you don't know a fighter's name to put in there, put in one of the guys that came on the podcast. Any one of them, doesn't matter. I was just kidding about putting Caveman's Corner. Definitely pick one of the fighters.
Right.
It's so expensive and so hard to fight. Like Skylar was saying, like he spends a lot of money just getting in to get beat up. Like
He got some meth.
Yeah, we don't want to have the fighters sell meth.
He got a nice little operation going on the trailer parks out there, you know.
Yeah, he's like, "You see these tweakers?" I was like, "No, I don't want to see your tweakers." That was crazy, dude. That was the best interview ever. We got a guy tased. His girlfriend tased him on camera for us. That's like a thing of legend.
Yeah.
Also,
you know what? I would do that shit for views. I get a girl to tase me. I probably will cry, yell, or something. Yeah, but Austin took it like a champ.
Mm-hmm. I'll tase you in the balls if we get like $1,000 on Patreon.
You know what? I'm desperate for money. Let's do that.
All right. If we can raise $1,000, I'll tase Ray in the balls. If we raise $8,000, Ray can tase me in the balls. Because I'll do anything for $8,000, including kill people.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's getting cut up too. Ray's double thinking this right now.
What are we talking about, balls? Forget it. We lost.
We're off the rails, man. Thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for putting these together. If there's oh man, I wish we could get the heavyweights. Do you think we can stream from Riverworks? My cell phone gets shitty reception in there. I'm not sure that we can make it work.
How about the weigh-ins?
I will not.
Well, you're not gonna be there though, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. What time's the weigh-ins? You know.
I believe 6 at Pro Street. It's definitely at Pro Street. I don't know what time for sure.
Okay, I gotta because I want to go, and I want to talk to someone.
I'll message you off there. I'll look. I have it in my phone, but I can't look at it right now. My phone's about to die.
Yeah, because I definitely want to talk to the fighters when I go over there.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ray. Let's get out of here. Thank you guys for watching.
All right, yeah. I'm tired.
Caveman's Corner's out. This will probably be our last one before the fights. Maybe we'll try and stream live from the event. We'll see how it goes. Probably go shitty, but we'll try real quick.
I went Facebook Live on it. Came I did went Facebook Live on the last show.
Yeah.
So we might be able to do it.
Yeah, we'll do it right from the broadcast booth. Just sit down and do a Caveman's Corner right from
there. We block Ben. And get the special effect, the blurry vision, the blurry out his face.
I don't know how to do that from my phone, but yeah, we could definitely do that.
Or put the or put the caveman logo on his face.
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Caveman's Corner sounds like a talking head Jew.
Have you talked to Ben?
I have not talked to Ben. Have you?
No.
Well, we'll get a hold of him. We'll get a hold of Ben. He's the third man in the booth, so we gotta touch base.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's gonna be pumped for the heavyweight Gamma and K4 title. That fight is so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but caveman, this fight is the real deal though. It's super heavyweight guys. Somebody could have crashed in the mat.
Yeah, they're gonna go. They might go right through the floor, right out the door.
Yeah.
Who knows? Like anything can happen. We haven't even talked about Gabe Vega versus Sage Montgomery, man. That's gonna be another great fight too. How do we not talk about the Knockout King?
Right. We got. You think we could get him Thursday? Wait.
I can't do Thursday. You can get him anytime that you want. Like definitely do him without me if you can. I'll be
Okay.
I'll be at the gym till like I won't be back home till 11. If you can get him after 11:30, I can do it. PM.
Okay, maybe. All right, let's check it out. Let's check that out. I'll talk to him.
I'm pretty sure this like fight week from guys, they might not want to do it. And then that Randolph versus Cargo fight, the heavyweight title, that's for the Gamma title and the K4 title. So, dude, that fight is way under the radar. We haven't talked about it. I wanted to get those two guys on, and we weren't able to swing it. But man, I would love to like. We gotta sit down and talk about that fight too. Those guys are for real. Maybe we could do it on lunchtime while I'm at work.
What time your lunchtime?
12 o'clock.
Oh, I got a 12 o'clock. I got a 12 o'clock. We could do it on work. On break.
So heavyweights are probably not cutting weight, so maybe they would do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll make it happen. All right. We're out of here from Caveman's Corner. Thank you very much.
Peace.
Peace. I gotta figure out how to stop this thing.